Hello everyone, today we're going to play Blue Yellow Ace. This is one of the three brothers with Luffy and Sabo, Luffy being the most popular one, really popular in tournaments, but Blue Yellow Ace has been usually in the middle. Sabo, I think we see the least play of him. We still see some Ace here and there, and recently it performed well in one of the tournaments, and I think this is the exact list that performed well. I think it made top 8 if I'm not mistaken. And the idea of this deck is it's trying to do multiple things, right? With Pudding, obviously we have Pudding in blue. It's a very popular card. If opponent has at least 7 cards or more, you're very happy jamming Pudding, getting rid of 2 of the resources and potentially messing up their hand. The main difference with leader Ace and Luffy is that Luffy wants to wait until you hit at 0 life cards and then you start using his effect. Ace is different. Ace uses his effect early on, as early as Dawn 3 if you really want to. But usually Dawn 4 is how we do it. We put two Dawn on our leader, activate his effect, we look at the top 5 cards and we pick one 5-cost card and we put it at the top of our life area face up. But the thing is, at the end of our turn, that card we just put will go back into our deck. So we don't really want to leave it there, we want to take advantage of it. And the best way to take advantage of it is through our kids, right? This list is only running Ace and Luffy. There's no Sabo in this, so it's only Ace and Luffy. So the best way we can take advantage with it is through the kids, and that's why we want the kids in our hand. Usually when we're mulliganing, we want to find kids. When we're playing a searcher, we want to find a kid off of it. So we play the kid, we get to cheat out the adult on the board, we gain 2k power on our leader, now he's a 9k attacker, and we go face. Now, there are situations where we won't have a kid in our hand, so that does make it awkward and it makes our leader effect useless, right? That's why we run other options to kind of gain value out of that card we've put in our life area. The best card we could use is Monkey D. Luffy. So let's say Monkey D. Luffy is on the board, right? And we activate leader effect. Monkey D. Luffy gets to activate his effect, trashes the top card in our life area, and draws us a card. So that way we're not really losing that card we just put, we're gaining something off of it. So that's one way to do it. We're gaining a 2k power, we're not really losing any life cards, and we're gaining a card draw off of it. Another way, and this works also on Dawn 3 if you really want to, you put a card in your life area and you play Flampy. What Flampy will do is she will draw you that card, she will put it in your hand so it doesn't get put back into your deck, and she'll also draw you another card. So you're gaining 2 cards out of Flampy. Very, very valuable card, one of the best cards in this deck with your Ace effect. Other ways is through Hiyori or through Makino. So these two also can do it. Hiyori can draw you that card, take that card from your life area, and you can put another card instead of it. So you could put something like an Ace or a Luffy, and you get to reactivate them. We also have other Luffy and Ace. I'll talk about them soon. And we also have Makino, also takes that card, puts it in your hand, and also lets you rearrange your life area, so you can maybe put one of your adult brothers at the top if you have one of them in the life area. Control tools, we've got Gravity Raging, Blade Raging Tiger, can remove 6 cost or less, 2 characters, very strong. We can remove blockers potentially like Sabos. We can remove Lucci's, very nice against Lucci, or against decks that can go wide as well. We can remove 2 of their characters. Amaru is more to rest a blocker, works well against Borsalino or Rebecca, and then we can attack opponent's leader, and we don't really lose any power. We're actually gaining 1k power. We're gaining 3k power off of Amaru, so that 2 Dawn we're spending on to activate Amaru, it's not really going to waste when you think about the aggression we're using. Satori is a 5k character, that's mostly why it's in the deck. It has a 2k counter as well, but we could put it at the top of our life area instead of the brothers. Now we have Luffy as another option, 5-cost Luffy that lets you KO a 4 cost or less. So, but you have to be at 2 life cards to activate it, and it's also drawing you a card, so you're kind of gaining a value over your opponent. Blocker Ace, more for the defense, can fix up your hand. You can return cards to your deck, 2 cards from the in the top or on the bottom of your deck, and you draw 2 cards. So it's kind of filtering your hand. And the thing is with this ace is you could put stuff like this ace or this Luffy or this Luffy at the top of your deck, then you activate leader effect, then you get to put them in your life area, and then you play the brothers and cheat them out. So that's one way to actually gain advantage of it. You don't need to do it on the same turn, you can wait till next turn. So let's say we play this, the second card to the top is our adult brother. Next turn we draw a card, then the adult brother is on the top of our deck, we activate leader effect and we use it to our advantage. But yeah, that's kind of how the deck operates. It takes a little bit time to kind of get used to it, but it's really, it has some methods of like gaining more value that can give you an edge over your opponent. We will take it to ladder and we'll see how it goes. Without further ado, here we go. Alright, we're against Perona. I will mulligan this hand. I want to find the kids, which wouldn't find any, but maybe we can draw one of them here. Yeah, we got the ace, and we'll just end the turn here. I can't really do much with them early on. Alright, so I think I just swing for an 8k here. Or I could swing 5k, 5k and kind of force some resources out of them. I like that more actually. So double 5ks. Let's see here, we'll probably force a 1k Borsalino. We'll take that. Next turn we will likely activate leader effect, right? I'll allow this, that's okay. Let's see what they want to play. So they might draw a lot of cards. So if we end up finding pudding, it would be really nice for later on. Let's see what they draw. Kozuki. Yeah, they have insane card draw engine here. And my attack has to go on this now, because I can't allow them to keep drawing off of this. I like going Luffy here instead of going with the kids. And this swings here. I could self-damage, but I don't like that much. I think we're chilling for the time being, and we'll see what opponent wants to do. I think I might just take this. Sabo. I mean, Sabo is fine. I could remove Sabo if I really wanted to. Yeah, I could play this and remove 2 characters off the board. And we just swing face. Or I could just start doing this, which I kind of prefer doing this. Let's see what I can get. A Luffy. I could play this Luffy on the board. Yeah. Kinda go wide here. I'm left with 3 don't to work with. I could self-damage here, so I can push more damage face. Do I like that? Not entirely, to be fair. Not entirely. I'll be dropping down to 2 life cards, which is a bit risky. I think I'm gonna go for it. Okay. So I could go 9k here. And all the rest of my don't goes here. Sabo might block because they don't want to... Oh, they dropped to 1 life card, sure. Alright, let's see what they have planned here, because this is not easy to remove. They could -1 cost it, I guess, and play Ryuma. Or I guess they could play Gakomori into Ryuma, but they don't have it in the trash. But then they can't remove this anymore. And what we're planning... Okay. What we're hoping to have is maybe an ace, and we can play ace on the board, would be nice. For multiple attacks. Or if I have like 2 characters I could remove, I'll just play Gravity, Blade, Raging Tiger. Yeah, I have 2 characters I can remove. I think this is the best time we can play this. Borsa. So I think I remove the blockers so we can go face. So... do this, and I'm left with 2 done exactly, which is perfect. Do this, and I need to put something here. And we go for a 7k swing first, and see if they counter out of it. And then we go for an 8k swing with my leader. Because I can self-damage, trash this, and I draw a card, so it's kind of like a resource, right? This is not going to waste. Okay, we do this. Oh, we don't really draw a counter though. Well, I guess it's not the worst. Okay. So, just pass. They use a lot of counter resources, to be fair. We're still struggling though. But, I mean, if they have a Gakomori, I'm kind of in big trouble. But we know they don't have a Ryuma in there, but they can bring back... Hiyori. And if they have a Ryuma in their hand, they can play it through Gakomoria. So I guess that's one way to do it. That's a -1 cost. Okay, that's actually better than a Gakomoria. I can remove both of these. Do I want to remove both of them? Not really. Unless I see a blocker, I guess. Then yeah, it's a consideration. They're saving up Don, so they could have a blocker. I don't think I'm ever going to play this Luffy from my hand, so might as well trash him. Oh, trash the Satori. Kinda saving up my life as long as possible, and there's the Sabo. Okay, understandable. So now I could remove 2 things off the board with this, and I'm left with 3 Don to work with. Don to work with. Or I could maybe sneak an ace on the board. Let me see first. Let me see what I can get here. Ace. So let's say I play double aces here. So 1 ace here. Kinda like this way more. Deploy. So right now we've got 9k here, so might as well put 1 Don here. And I'm going face. I'm trying to force the Sabo to block. Because we want to get rid of the Sabo. Amazing. And this attack goes face always, so we can drop them down to 0 life cards. I'm not really scared of losing the game next turn. I think I'm fine. And we play this. Place on top, I guess. I don't need this. And I might need the Amaru, I guess, next turn if they have a Borsalino. And we end turn. So we have a blocker to protect us. And we have a lot of counter power. So I think we're fine. We're chilling. What the opponent needs to do to survive is they need to clear out my board, and they need to have a blocker. So they need to do a lot of things to survive next turn. Alright, so could be... Oh, they're just going for removal. I'm not gonna give them this for free though. So I'll do this. I'll make them work to remove it. I'm not gonna give it for free. I could keep this ace, maybe I can draw into another ace. So like if you want to remove this off the board, you have to work for it. And there's the Gecko Moria. I guess they can do they have even a Ryuma here? I don't think so. I think they have to go for the Borsalino or Hiyori if they have a Ryuma in hand. Yeah, that's a Hiyori. And they can go card draw, yeah. Oh, they didn't find any draw with this, and that's a Ryuma, okay. Yeah, they were kind of doomed here. They don't really have a blocker to protect. I go with all my Dawn on my leader and swing, and they just lose the game. Alright, we're against Rob Lucci. You'll see how this one will go. I'm gonna go second. And I like the sand, I'll keep it, because we have the Kid Brothers. And for the time being, we're just passing, right? We don't really want to do anything. I could play one of these brothers. How do they KO them? Brook, I guess? Brook would KO one of them and I'd be really sad. But it is very... I don't like that, because I could also not find the brother that works with them, right? And then I'd have to leave them on the board for one more turn. And then Lucci joins the battle and they get KO'd. I don't really like doing that. Let's do this. Activate. I'm looking for Luffy right now. No Luffy. We got some aces. I could go blocker ace, I could go rush ace. I prefer the rush ace just because he's not easier. This guy is fixing up my hand a little bit, but I don't really need any hand fixing. So I think I'm just gonna go for this. And we play the ace here. Okay. The game lagged a bit, I thought, because sometimes I always get confused with Luffy and Ace, and sometimes I play the wrong one, so I thought I played the wrong one. We'll just end turn, which would have been very awkward. But yeah, it wasn't my fault this time. This time it was not my fault. So it's very difficult for them to attack my leader. They don't have the stage, so we got lucky they don't have a stage. Let's see what they trashed so far. Gecko Moria. We're also lucky they have a Gecko Moria in there. And we do have a pudding, so this pudding will do work for us, right? So they got 7 cards in hand. I think I'm jamming pudding immediately next turn. This does nothing. But I mean, they have to do it so they can trash cards, which is understandable. Well, yeah, I think I want to do the pudding play here. I could go brothers, but I don't really like that much. I think just pudding makes most sense. Let's go 6k here. I want to see if they use this Sabo to block or anything. If they use Sabo to block, I'll go on the Sabo here with an 8k attack. Okay. So this should go through, I think. Yeah. Unfortunate. This is really bad now. They didn't even have to spend any Dawn to play it, so a free card. Next turn. What do we want to do next turn? I think they might be setting up a Lucci turn here. They got 2 Luccis in trash as well. If I drop down to 2 life cards, I could use this Luffy to KO something. But then I can't activate Leader Effect and gain something out of it. Whoa. That's a massive swing. Which I'm very tempted to actually counter out of. Sure. Yeah, I'm very tempted to do this. They could have a broken hand, so 2k here. And then they play Brook, because they saved 2 Dawn. Which is giving me Brook vibes, I think. 3 Dawn, I mean. It's giving me Brook vibes. Interesting. I can't really protect this. It is what it is. You can rest now. Luffy. And I play this Luffy. Alright, so we've got 4 Dawn to work with. This is a 9k attacker here. Let's remove this Sabo real quick. Very difficult to protect him. And I'll put all my Dawn here. 7k swing on 8k swing on their leader. So now they're down to 2 life cards and we chill. I will see next time what we do. I think they're planning a Gekko Moria turn. So 1 Dawn here, go for 6k. Minus 3 here, so it's 2. You play Gekko Moria into Rebecca, into, I don't know if they have Spandam, into Spandine, into Rob Lucci. And then I'm in big trouble, right? I've got Rusher Ace in my hand. I could find another Rusher Ace. I could KO Rebecca with my Luffy. I think I want to go Boa Hancock next turn though. Okay. So minus 2, Gekko Moria. If they don't have Spandine, they have to go Lucci directly. Which is better for us, right? Because I don't have to deal with Rebecca blocker. They could not have Gekko Moria as well, because I did mess up their hand. Oh, they don't have a Gekko Moria. Yeah, I did mess up their hand, and I remember they had 1 Gekko Moria here. Wait, this is way better for me now. I can do a lot of things here. So put like this. Ace. Return. Play the ace. And we want to put this. I don't think we... I mean, they could play Rebecca, I guess. I might need this. I guess I could put the double aces. I don't think I want double aces, right? Start by placing on top. Like this. And my leader wants to swing for 9k here. So this will likely go through. And they're down to 1 life card. And we play Boa Hancock and we shut this down for this turn. Which buys me some time. And we end our turn. So if they attack my lead, I mean, right now I don't see them attacking my leader. What I need to happen here is I need my board to stay alive, or at least one of them to stay alive, which isn't that easy, because minus 2, minus 1, if they have a second Sabo, both of them are dead. If they have a Gekko Moria with a Helmeppo, maybe if they have Helmeppo here. No Helmeppo, but they have Tsuru. So minus 3, let's say, that's 2. Tsuru is minus 2, that's 4. And if they have Tempest Kick, yeah, that puts them in range for the Lucci. So I guess that's one way to do it. Tempest Kick is minus 3, right? If I'm not mistaken. Yeah. Yeah. So they can put both of these in range for the Lucci. So if they do that, I attack with my leader, put them down to 0 life cards, and next turn we hope the Samaru can win the game, if they don't play a Sabo. Maybe they don't have a way to remove the other ace. Oh, okay. So this is a Gekko Moria. And they're going all out on this Boa Hancock right now. This isn't really the best for them. But Tsuru doesn't do it. Do we have a Helmeppo here? I don't see a Helmeppo. Oh, Rebecca is annoying though. Rebecca is annoying. I guess they have a Spandine in their hand. Oh. Okay. Rusher Ace, I don't really gain much out of him here. So I rest this Rebecca. And I'm going all out face here. Oh, I can't trust this Rebecca. I forgot I need to be at 1 life card. Yeah, we can't do that. Whoa, I almost threw the game. Alright, it's fine. It is doable still. So let me do this. Activate leader effect. Put an ace. I could go Flampe here, but the problem is I'm getting attacked by these, which are a bit scary, right? And I know my top deck is... Oh no, we also already drew the aces. Alright, so... how do I do this effectively? Attack for a 7k face. Like this. I will see what they do about it. Alright. So I can't attack with this, I'll just leave it on the board. And we'll see what they do. But yeah, this is not looking good at all for me here. Because I don't really have the power to put aggression. But once I drop down to 1 life card, I can start using the Amaro or something. Yeah. Let's remove this. I would have loved to remove a Rebecca or something, but yeah, it is what it is. Let's see what they do. So now they kind of lost their aggression. I don't think they're going to go for the winning turn here. It's a bit difficult. Especially that I have 6 cards in hand. Like I have some counter power. I think we can survive. If they try to go full aggro. And if they go full aggro, they just lose the game on the spot. I have 3 attackers ready to go through. So they could maybe play a second Gecko Moria. But yeah, having the Sabo on the this ace on the board is really good. Even though like we lost some aggression and we forced like double 2Ks I think in one turn. This ace, they can't really ignore him. Unless they want to go full aggro and try to win the game this turn. But they can't really ignore him, they have to remove him. But them not attacking here, it's making me feel they want to go full aggro. Yup. Oh. Interesting. So I think we protect it. So... like this. And I guess they want to remove this with... I'm only scared if they... I mean... Yeah. No, Rebecca doesn't do anything anymore. Rebecca does nothing. So let's say they're left with 4 cards this turn. Sabo. Sabo is the worst thing we could have seen. But it's still doable. Let's see what they trashed. Alright, so we're assuming these are all counter cards. So I could... 7... I could swing 7 and see what they do. First. Let's see what they do. Because it forces 2 counter cards here. Oh wow, okay. Interesting. Let's go for another 7. Alright. So if I put one Don here, one more Don, double 8Ks. I guess I also could have played Amaru if I really wanted, but I think they didn't really have any counters. They used up everything. They were kind of doomed. I could have used Amaru for a 9k swing, but I don't think it mattered because Sabo was gonna block it anyways. But yeah, GG's. Alright, we're against Perona. We're going second, and I will keep this hand. We've got Luffy, we've got Pudding to remove things, and we'll see how things go. But I really like the Pudding mostly. This turn, I can't really play anything, because if I play this Luffy on the board, Perona can rest him and attack into him, and that's really awful for us, right? We'll just wait to see what we do next turn. Alright, so I think I want to counter out of this. I don't really want to take this hit. I've got double aces, so I'm gonna get rid of one of them. And we'll see next what they want to play here. Maybe they have like draw engines. Okay, so they've got 6 cards in their hand. It's a bit awkward to play Pudding here. I think I want to put 2 down on my leader, and we look at the top of our deck, and we're looking for Luffy's, which we didn't really find, unfortunately. All we got are aces, which really don't do it for us here. Alright, I don't want to do anything with these. They don't really achieve anything here. So I could swing here with wait a second, we can swing 8k, and we go for an 8k swing here. This will likely go through, and we can go with our searcher. We're looking for kids, also no kids. Yeah, these are awful. I think we either go Luffy or Ace. I like Luffy because he can KO the Ryuma, right, later on in the game, and he draws me a card, so we might find use to with him. They're going face immediately, not KOing the 1 cost or attacking into it. We can jam the Satori on the board, and he's quite annoying to remove for them. He's a 5 cost, they can't just rest him or anything. Sabo, early Sabo. Okay, so they've got 7 cards in hand. I could jam Pudding immediately. I could greed out and attack first, but I think I really like just jamming this Pudding, getting rid of their resources. And instead of going 7k, I think I'm gonna go double 6ks, and that forces either one of my attacks to go through, or it forces a 2k counter, which I'm happy with. And we attack with this ace. Now if they want to switch it on their Sabo, they're still forced to play a 1k, so regardless, I'm happy with it, right? And we'll see next turn here what they want to do. They've got 7 Don to work with. Nothing too scary, but this could be a Ryuma here, or a Hiyori into Ryuma, one of those. I think I'll take this, yeah. Ace is really nice. Ace is actually really good. That's a Sabo attack, wow. Aren't they not scared I can go a bit aggressive next turn? Do they not need him as a blocker or something? But I think I want to block out of this. I don't really want to drop down to 1 life card here. I don't think I'm gonna play this Pudding anymore. And it's either Ace or Luffy. I guess it's Ace. I'll keep the Luffy. And there's the Ryuma. I do want to go look for my Ace, I guess. It could be a Luffy, but Ace is a blocker, so he can protect us. So I'm really leaning towards the Ace here. It's just the thing is, if I do keep this Kid Ace in my hand, I could maybe later on find a Rusher Ace, right? So that's kind of the only reason I'm kind of leaning towards this Luffy, because I don't feel like I'm going to lose next turn. So maybe I can find a Rusher Ace later on. So we cheat this guy out. And now I've got 9k attack with my leader. I've got 4 Don left, so I think I want to swing with my leader on the Sabo. Remove the Sabo off the board. And all my other Don can So I either put everything on my pudding and they won't counter it, or I force counter cards, which I kinda leaning towards that more. So I give pudding 1k, and the other 3000 goes on my monkey D Garb, and that dude swings for a 5k. So I'm forcing counter cards, which we're happy with, right? So another attack here, and this forces another 1k. Didn't force a 1k. So if I put everything on the pudding, they would have just taken it, right? But when we did it like this, oh, that's bad. That's painful. That's actually super painful. We lost our Luffy, because Luffy was scary next turn. They needed to. They were gonna struggle to remove him. They needed cost reduction to rest him, and then they could remove him. Yeah, that's kind of sad. I think he would have carried us next turn if he wasn't removed. So now we're more reliant, because I think my board is going to get cleared here. We're reliant on my leader attack, and we're reliant on finding Rusher Ace, basically. And they could also set up more Sabos. I think the list also runs Borsalinos. So those are... they have the blocker power, basically. So we could see a Gecko Moria, maybe. But the thing is, they don't have a Ryuma in the trash. Okay. Makes sense. So they're left... another Sabo. Why are we saving Wandon? Maybe we have Otama, I think, maybe. Because they don't really have a one Don event to save the Don. Unless maybe they misplayed. Alright, we got the Luffy, so we have to find something here, right? Okay, we got the Ace. Alright, we jam the Ace here. Activate effect. Alright, so I kinda wanna go face and force the Sabo to block, so 8k swing. And I'm left with 5 Don. I could maybe play something here, maybe the big Ace or something. The other Ace doesn't really do anything because of the Sabo effect. He's kinda shutting down any KO effect, unfortunately. Okay, we got the Sabo out. So I either attack Ryuma or I attack leader here, and I'm leaning towards attacking leader because opponent can't really win the game next turn. So might as well drop them down to 0 life cards. And what this is doing is it's forcing them to find an answer for all my board, for both characters. And at the same time, they need a blocker to protect my next attack or they lose the game, right? So there's 2 things they have to do, which is really difficult. Really difficult. I don't see them doing it. So next turn they're likely to lose. And I don't think they run any rushers, unless opponent is on like Hoddy Jones or anything. But even with Hoddy Jones, I think we're kind of chilling, right? I just counter out of this. And now they don't really have a lethal. So yeah, they're removing both things, which is fine. And now we can swing with my leader here. There's no blocker, so my leader should be enough. We swing with all of my Don, might as well. And yeah, this should be lethal. There's not enough counter power. They only got 4k. GG's, GG's. Alright, we're against RP low. I think we'll take first from them, because they want to ramp on turn 2 and drop a 4 cost, but then again they can also ramp on turn 2 and drop a 5 cost. So regardless of what I take, it's honestly kind of bad for us, right? I think I'd rather take away second from them so they don't put a Eustace, the kid, on us, which would be bad. I think I'm gonna mulligan this hand because I want my kids. We got an Ace, and I think we're chilling. I could self-damage now with a Flampe, but I don't really like that. I think I'm chilling. Next time we'll see what we do. Sure. Oppo... That's scary. Let's see what we got. We only got aces and there's no ace here. I could take this Luffy and maybe we can remove things with him later. Yeah. And we play Flampe here. So I don't lose the card, right? And I can swing for an 8k here. I will chill, we'll see what they do. So we've got 3 attacks incoming. So I'm kind of on the defense. If I can find a Rusher Ace in my deck, I could sneak this guy out. Any Ace actually would kind of do it for us. Next turn we've got 6 Dawn. The only problem with like getting an Ace is that like this Ace is, yeah, I'm developing it with this guy and I'm gaining more power here. But the problem is sure. Oh, that's really nice. Well, I can't activate it right now. Yeah, we just remove it, get rid of it. Less pressure on us. Sure. Oh, that's also nice. I'll get rid of one of the aces, I don't need all of them. So now we kind of shifted this board in our favor. And we have a Luffy and an ace. Alright, let's see what I can find with this. Ace is our only option. Return. Play this ace. Activate his effect. Deploy. So this ace can swing here. Remove this. And I'm left with 2 Dawn. So I could jam this Luffy if I really want to on the board. And just have him there. Or I could go all out face here. I think I'll just go all out face. So I'll go 2 Dawn here. That's a 7k. Also difficult to counter. But I think they might want to counter out of it. Because they will drop down to 1 life card. Because this is a 9k swing incoming, right? Yeah. So 9k swing. This will most likely go through. And they're down to 2 life cards now. So now their objective is to kind of clear out this board. And this ace is a bit difficult to clear out, right? It's not really easy. Oh, okay. I mean, that's okay. That is alright. They only got 1 attack, and I think their attack is gonna go on one of these. Yeah, that's fine. Alright, let's see. What do we want to do? Activate leader effect first, see what I can find. Then we decide. I got a Luffy and I got an ace. So I have to get Luffy, and I think I'll take this Luffy. So I can't KO one of these, right? Yeah. And I play this. Activate effect. Deploy. Trash. KO this, and I'm getting a card draw off of it as well. And I'm left with 4 Dawn. So I have a couple of options here. What I'm thinking of is I attack for, because I'm not winning this turn obviously, right? I attack for 9k, they let this through. I jump Pudding and I trash one of their cards. I think it's worth it. And this either go through or they force 2 cards out of them. Yeah, like we're happy with this. And we chill for this turn. And next turn I can also jam ace if I really need that rush attacker, right? Oh, awful for me. I'm trashing 2. No, I have 6 cards here. Why did they activate it? Oh, they misplayed. Smudge. Yeah, I think they thought I had 7 cards. They didn't really look at my hand. But yeah, they had 7 on this turn to work with. 7, 8, I think, before the thing. So they could have played this, I guess, and buffed up their leader. But they were in a really bad spot, I think. Like, they only had a 2k counter, 4k counter in general. And this, they had to remove this off the board, which isn't really that easy. And even if I don't win this turn, next turn I win. I'm not really in that much trouble because I have a blocker as well. But yeah, GG's. Hopefully enjoy the video. I will see you in the next one. Take care and goodbye.